All right, an interesting day. We're at the close of the third Friday of the month, which is a quadruple witching, I'd say, which accounted for this choppy kind of action that we had. We started out the day with Bullard being very hawkish about inflation and interest rates and things of that nature. And that's what initiated the move down. And then a very aggressive sell-off in the end. But all this bouncing around is because of triple witching. And we really didn't make much movement throughout the day. Although you could trade in between these in this channel and pick up a few. And a few guys in the stream made a few dollars. So I don't know if I'm buying this interest rate thing, because futures are kind of indicating that this spike in commodities is over, and that's a large part of inflation. So I don't think that that we're going to see as large a spike as everybody was anticipating. Not to mention, we're getting some surprises with unemployment. So claims are a little higher than were expected, new claims. So I don't know. I think this might have been overdone, this sell-off. But again, because of triple witching, that may lend to it also. But nonetheless, everything is very bearish. If you look at the daily, the momentum is very bearish. We broke through the 50-day moving average. We closed considerably lower than that. I'm sure the 60 is quite foreboding. Oh, I'll just trying to get to candles to make it clear for everybody. These are open, high, low, close. So the 60 is in an obvious downtrend, and we actually have an inflection here on the histogram. So that would indicate that we have a further move down at the open tomorrow, which it's pretty aggressive. We're pretty far off the highs. Ate up a lot of room. Really uncomfortable if you're long the market. I just want to take a quick look at trading economics. And if we look at economics, Monday we have a Fed speaking at 3 o'clock. So I think everybody's going to be rather cautious, because they're going to fear what he has to say. And I don't know what he tends to be, whether he tends to be hawkish or not. And here's Daly, who speaks at 11 on Tuesday. So the Feds are just going to beat the hell out of us. And Tuesday is Fed Powell, Tuesday afternoon. And I mean, if you understand the Feds, there are 7 Feds, and they all have their opinions and their views. And Powell is kind of the face of the Fed, and he's not expressing his views, but the general consensus. So everybody has to vote and figure out what's going on. When we listen to them individually, we either get a hawkish or less hawkish or dovish kind of stance on the economy. And Powell is kind of the summary of what everybody's talking about. So Tuesday's going to be an interesting day. And then we have another Fed speaking on Wednesday at 11 a.m. So these guys just won't leave us alone. And then we got Williams on Friday. Yeah, they're just going to keep messing up the market. On Thursday is Williams. So everybody just be cautious because of that. We're going to have some volatility because it's going to go back and forth on that. Or maybe you know how Americans get tempered. Eventually, they're going to get tired of hearing this nonsense and just kind of make their own assessment, and that's how the market will trade. But as of today, it's quite a move, and we're looking at a high of 42.56, and we're almost 100 points off of that move. So that's a considerable retrace. And then today we can take a look on the 32nd, and you know, if you traded today, you probably kept getting stopped out. I took 2-3 trades early in the day, and that's what happened. I just kept getting stopped out. I'd pick up a buck, lose a couple of bucks, pick up another buck, lose another buck. So I stopped, took 2 or 3 trades. At the end of the day, at about 3 o'clock, when the market usually reverses, there was a very considerable divergence right here. And the aggressive entry would have been the break of this bar right here. But because I was having a choppy day, I took the conservative entry, which turned out not to be conservative at all. Took off some right here at this resistance, took off a little more right here at the 23, and then away it went. And actually took my last off here. I wrote it up here and then just kept my stop right here on my last third, and out I went. So it was a profitable day, but it was a hard day to make money. And to tell you the truth, I was kind of tired, so I shouldn't have taken that trade. I was pretty sloppy about it. So we could look at see what else everything else did, and I think it's all pretty consistent across the market. What really happened? If we look at let's look at Black Berry. Really not a whole bunch going on, just kind of trading in there. The daily is fading off. Nothing's really changed in that picture. It had broken that bar, and it would have been nice if it kept running, but it got rejected. And it's not engulfing. It didn't break the low, but you're gonna, if you're in it, you got to watch this low. That 12.59. If it breaks that 12.59, it's probably going to go and fill that gap. And then a look at CLOV. I mean, this baby is just making the move to fill the gap. This is doing exactly what I've warned about on BB. So you're just going to have to look at it for the day and Monday and see if it could hold this gap right here. If it doesn't, this is going right back here. This doesn't look like the squeeze play is going to be pulled off on this run. That's really just speculation, but technically this is just moving down. The daily is moving down. It's just bearish. AMC. The momentum's flattening out, so you know the party's not over. And today being triple witching, I don't think anybody really wanted to commit money to a long on this. So how it traded today shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. You're really going to, and you know what, next week is not going to be the week, I don't believe, because you're going to have the feds interfering, and nobody's going to want to really commit with some things stacked against them. And then finally, we want to start taking a look at Bitcoin, because I'm finding a lot of people are asking about that. Nice trend up on the daily. It looks like it might be building a divergence. You just have to watch it and see whether it turns around. If this is the low, then a good entry would be on this break. Or if the next bar creates a hammer, that would be a good entry. But right now, if it is a divergence, it will trigger if it breaks the 41,285. And then you could start looking for your move up. You got a gap right here, so you'll probably hit some congestion right around here. And that's it. It's Friday. So if you like what I do and you want to know when I'm dropping videos, just hit the subscribe and hit the bell. And if you hit the like, it goes a long way. I'd really appreciate that. And spread the word and help me build the channel. And hey, have a nice weekend.